You're listening to the audio production of The Call, Finding and Fulfilling God's Purpose for Your Life by Os Guinness, published by Thomas Nelson and read by the author. Please note that you may download an accompanying PDF that provides enhanced materials for this audiobook. To download the PDF, please visit info.thomasnelson.com/p/The Call PDF.
Introduction. 2 words that changed the world. The greatest gift in life is life itself. Your life is not an accident. God wanted you to be. How then are you searching for purpose in your life? Your own ultimate why for everything you do. For a purpose big enough to absorb every ounce of your attention. Deep enough to plumb every mystery of your passions, and lasting enough to inspire you until your last breath on earth. Nothing, absolutely nothing, is more powerful, more intimate, and more important than to listen to the call of God our Creator, and to realign yourself to the very purpose of life by following His call wherever your life leads. God wanted you to be. So responding to His call is the secret to making the most of life, the key to the deepest relationships, the surest road to self-knowledge and unfolding purpose, the most challenging, enthralling, and natural way to live life, and the way to make the most of the great adventure that forms our days as humans in this world. God's call is at the very heart of God's good news, the best news ever. Yet if we're to discover all that God's call should mean to us, we need to rescue it from the weight of cliches, confusion, ignorance, and uncertainties that still commonly surround calling today. We will encounter many of these distortions along the path as we explore the great truth of God's call more fully. But it's worth highlighting 2 broad and crippling distortions from the start: the shrinking and the hollowing out of calling. First, there has been a dire shrinkage in how we understand God's call by drastically reducing the immensity of its significance to our own individual lives alone. It then becomes all about us, I, myself, and me, because we're worth it. Calling certainly speaks to each of us individually, personally, and intimately. Yet at the same time it is God's call, and it's His call to a new humanity, to a new way of life, and to a role in working towards the new heaven and the new earth. It is therefore awesome in its creative power, and comprehensive in its wide-ranging imperatives. And not surprisingly, God's call has a proven track record of shaping history and making a difference in the world that is culture-wide for societies, just as it's lifelong for individuals. We need to recapture that awe and that immensity from the very start, and see how we each fit into the grand picture that's so much bigger than just us. I was born in China and grew up in Nanjing, the capital of nationalist China and the former capital of the mighty empire of the Ming Dynasty. The city had been brutalized by the horrific rape of Nanking in 1937, and after World War II, it was threatened by the looming Red Army that was fighting its way closer from the north. But its magnificent city walls, its tree-lined avenues, and its historic Ming tombs still bore the marks of its once.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?